Welcome to day 3. This is Walter with fishing and fixing things one beer at a time. And actually haven't had any beers while I've been doing this project. Just cause. But anyways, I'll show you what I got going. I got this thing right here. I'm gonna try to save as much as I can on this boat. And I am actually gonna try to use this seat, captain's chair, cooler, whatever, and obviously I'll get it reupholstered. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Probably power wash it, maybe even paint that plastic, I'm not sure. So I also have everything off of the top of the boat, which is good. And again, I'm gonna try to, like, all the trim around the side, that's still all usable. I've got these two pedestals seats. They're 37 inches, I guess. And I'm going to take them to an upholstery shop and see if they are worth saving. If not, then I will have to get new ones. All the seat backs, anything that made of wood, like that one right there, is garbage. I had a lot of trash. I got some life jackets. I got some flares that are sure expired, but it'll be fun shooting them into my fire pit tonight. And there's some other, there's like a road flare right there. There was like 3 or 4 of those, but that's a flare gun in that orange container. And these pedestal seats will not be using. I'm going to get other pedestal seats. Here's a bunch of junk, all made of wood. Will not be using. Pedestal seats, not be using. This is the aft left corner, and it's not worth repairing, so I won't be repairing that thing. So but this is the mid aft corner, I guess. It's kind of like 6 feet in front of the back of the boat, but it's in good shape. The engine cutout, it's in good shape. Actually, all of these pieces you see here are in good shape. I got a little bit of adjustments. I actually kind of like the way these doors work. So, but this one will just need some new hinges made so that the holes are smaller. Or maybe I'll just weld in the holes and then re-drill them. This metal is bent and no good. And actually, I will probably replace all of the fencing, not the rails, but the fencing inside there. So, and of course, I'll probably replace the Bimini top brackets, because I am going to go with an electric top. Just because I have a few bridges that I have to go under sometimes. So, and obviously the center console is going by the wayside, but I'm going to keep it until the very end of days. I'm going to try to salvage these instruments. I will not be using this switch. I will be using the compass just because it looks cool. But I'll salvage the instruments, these 3 instruments, and see if there's, and keep this to see what other connections are that are inside that I might need to refer back to. So, all right. So earlier I said I'm not a big fan of time lapses, but I am going to do a time lapse of me taking off a couple of them. I watched them. They're actually pretty good. They came out all right. So plus, if I'm listening to music out here, the music is muted, and then I can still listen to my music, and I don't have to worry about copyright crap stuff, whatever. So click on like, click on subscribe, whatever. Leave a comment if you have any. Again, welcome to day 3. Oh man, I was really dreading taking this top off. I have the what do you call it, self-tapping screws in there, and I thought a lot of them were going to be like corroded in there. Luckily they're pretty big heads and you can get a number 3 on them pretty good, but I also noticed that this wood is so rotted. Oh, they put like a layer of paint or coating or overdeck like you put on a deck, so I got to dig out the screws, which is a pain in the ass. So but I have another idea, and I'm gonna go with that. So that first piece ripped off pretty good, so I got a second idea. I forgot to do a closing video yesterday, but that's because the storms were coming in. So as you can see, it was pretty dark on that last part. So anyways, to finish up, so I don't know if you saw how easy, here's all the wood left over. I'm going to save that back piece so that I can use that to mark up my new wood, which I will probably be getting from Pontoon parts or something like that. Whatever the biggest one is, they seem to have the best deal. And plus I think I get like 5% off from using Pontoon's code or whatever. So I will also tell you this, if you look at if you can see this right here, this is where the rubber, this tar paper was. This looks like brand new metal. So obviously I'm gonna clean all this off, but when I go to put the new top down, I'm gonna put that tar paper on all of the stringers, because man, if they would have done that, this would be like brand new metal on top of here. So plus it had the as you can see here, I've got some holes, they're just gonna be there, can't do anything. I could fill them, but that'd be take too much time and I don't think it's worth it. Instead of getting the self-tapping screws, I'm going to drill holes and use the ones with the nuts on the bottom, and they're kind of like T-nuts. So so today's so anyways, that's my close up. I don't know if you saw how fast I was planning on 3 to 4 hours on taking that wood off, and then once I lifted it up with my hands and noticed that I might be able to break it apart, grabbed the forklift off the attachment on the tractor and just pulled it up. I was also happy to see that it pulled the pontoon off the boat, so that means my pontoon's not going to be so heavy. All right, so that was my progress from yesterday. Instead of taking 3 to 4 hours, it only took me about 10 minutes. So I worked on some other stuff inside the shop, the center console mostly, that I'm building. But that's it. So hopefully you like this channel, you like this project. You want to follow along, you want to do something yourself. If you're in Florida, definitely hook me up. We can go out or whatever on my other boat if necessary. But just click on like and click on subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow.